Hi guys, welcome to the short video about the question what's the best solar powered battery operated surveillance camera in 2022, and I think it's this camera. When you look at it, yeah, it's pretty cheap. You think, okay, yeah, that's nothing. You have to always pay a higher price to get good device. I mean, by the way, the original price, yeah, now I covered it, I think it's about $60. It's also not expensive. When you look at it, you would think, okay, this thing, it looks nice, but it's not like super fancy. It's not a PTC camera, doesn't have like some crazy things which you see here, no crazy style or so. And a lot of people are probably thinking, no, that's not this thing. But I can tell you, this is the best camera. At least from what I can tell you. I have tested this year again a lot of cameras. I have also in the last couple of years I have tested a lot of security cameras, and this is my favorite by far, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you some footage. I'm also comparing it a little bit to other things. What's of course important that we have to buy the solar panel separately, but you can see you can buy any kind of standard micro USB solar panel, and you can see this is available for $21. So in total, when you have Amazon Prime, you end up with just a little bit above $60 for the whole set with the solar panel. So this is definitely not expensive. Yeah, before we go to the app and see some footage or some of the functions, here again the camera on the listing, and what's really interesting, what's really good here is that it's very small, so it doesn't need like a huge mount. There's not a lot of weight on this mount here, so you can mount it almost everywhere. It's not good visible, you can hide it really good because it's so small, but it still has a very strong battery. I mean, it doesn't have like a top-notch 10,000 milliamps battery, but it's much smaller. It has still a very large 5,000 milliamps battery, and if you combine this with a solar panel, you don't have to be worried about the charge anyway. And one of the best things is, despite the small shape and not having external antennas, it has a very good wireless reception. I have it so far away from my router and it still has a really nice wireless reception. A lot of new fancy surveillance cameras, especially a lot of PTC cameras, they are completely failing. Something like that, like the DCs. I mean, it's a nice camera and it's very large, and it has these two large external antennas, but the wireless range is not anywhere close to this camera. That's pretty insane actually. This is much smaller, doesn't have any external antennas, and the wireless reach is much better than this camera. This looks very fancy. You think, okay, that's a professional camera. I can only tell you, stay away from this camera, no matter what brand it is. There are a lot of different brands now selling this camera, and I mean, it's nice to have this PTC function, but if you want to have something really reliable, then I would highly recommend to go with this thing here. Yeah, it has a little bit complicated name, so I'm not mentioning it the whole time. So here we are in the app. That's the vyze app, and one of the awesome thing is you can add a lot of different cameras. Of course, they have to support this app, and not every camera is compatible with this app. You have to really look it up and find the right cameras, but there are a couple of different manufacturers which provide cameras for this app. That's really good, so you can combine them in this app. And then you have this overview. I had actually 3 of them. I have thrown one out at the moment, but it was also a good camera, but this is the best one. I have tested this recently. It's a nice one. It's a good PTC camera, but it's not anywhere close to the Ryuxin or whatever it says. And you can see always the last picture of every camera. I've just been outside here, and you can see here the last picture from here. And when we go to the library, there is an overview in the cloud. This is not like local storage. I mean, you can add local storage micro SD card to this camera, but you can also rely only on the free, 1 week free rolling cloud. Of course, after 1 week everything will be deleted, so if you want to keep footage for a longer time, it's highly recommended to add a micro SD card, which you can buy like for $5 or so. I would definitely do that. Then you have the most important footage like for months or even for years. But you can see here, I have been walking just outside, and you can see it really creates one single timeline of all the cameras, so you can see the whole day what has happened. You can see this camera, the Fortress, then the Ryuxin, then the Fortress again, then I have been here, and so on. Yesterday I had even like an irrigation guy, and I don't know what he was thinking. He was sending his guy to our backyard, trying to find some like sand to fill up like a ditch. Yeah, he didn't ask, he just sent his guy, and you can see that here on this camera and here on the Ryuxin. And you can see when we start the footage, you can see it has been detecting him very early, actually, right at the time when he was here, and he was walking like a normal speed. And usually other battery operated cameras are much slower. You can see, for example, to compare this Fortress camera, I mean, he was coming from here, from this side, and he walked all the way to the camera and then back, and only then the camera was starting to record. So usually we can definitely confirm that the Ryuxin is a rather faster camera. It has also very good footage, very good camera quality day and night. So let's connect it here, and you can imagine how far this is from my router. This is super far away. I have my router deep inside of my home, and the signal has to cross a couple of different walls. And also you can see the quality. What's also good here, what we can see, it has more than 90 degrees angle, like a field of view. So you can see this fence here and this fence, and it's pretty much in a 90 degrees angle. I mean, it's not totally in the corner, so this is definitely more. It's more like 110, 120 degrees angle. Also very high field of view regarding the height. I can monitor the whole home. This is not possible with a lot of cameras. I would say the standard of such cameras is about 90 degrees. Some have even only 70 or 80 degrees, so it's difficult when you don't have it perfectly in the corner to monitor everything. It's a huge advantage here, and the quality is really good. You can zoom in. I mean, of course it's not like 4K or so, but it's really good. Of course it has also microphone speakers, so you could talk to somebody. You can choose different quality to view or record. You can capture live image. You can start recording directly from here. We stop this here again. Then you have it in your phone album, and you can share it from there. We have also a lot of options here. We can emit an audible alarm, use the white light for colorful image during the night. By the way, yeah, let's go to the night footage. There should be something. Usually neighbor's cat is visiting us every night a couple of times, so let's, yeah, okay, that was me. So let's make this a little bit larger, but you can see how good this is. Obviously the camera hasn't been using white light, or I set it to just black and white. I don't know. I have definitely seen colorful footage during the night, but you can see the image is pretty clear. I really love it. It's way above average, I would say. I mean, it's pretty dark here, especially here, and the visibility is still very good. Okay, I just double checked and found the problem. It was in the lighting settings. You can see I have turned on the night vision, which is good, but the default setting is the infrared mode, so you have to activate the white light mode, which will turn everything into color. So I don't know why I did that. For some reason it was like this, and you can see when we go to the live view, and now you can see how it looks with the white lights. Definitely a huge difference compared to the black and white. We get a nice colorful image. You can see the red and everything, and we have also a lot of different options. We have some options already here, and you can see Wi-Fi strength medium, so far away, and of course the battery is always charged 100% with the solar panel. You have the motion detection. I have it here even on low to prevent some false alerts, and there are almost zero false alerts. Of course, when I had it on high, then it would detect me a little bit earlier, but it would also cause some false alerts, I have an interval, I have duration on automatic, the HD. There are a couple of things which require subscription. I don't have a subscription. For me it's too expensive, like all this person detection, vehicle detection, pet detection and so on, also special notification, also activity, so it requires some premium purchase. Here we have the SD card management. Oh yeah, there's a problem. Obviously, yeah, the SD card is not working anymore, so I can't show you footage from the SD card. My bad, I should have checked it before, but it's definitely worse to add an SD card and then you can access the SD card footage as well from here, directly from here. So you can go back to previous weeks, previous months, even previous years. I mean, what I can show you here, you can see on the other side I have the wyze cam outdoor. Make it a little bit larger so we can see it better. Here on this side I have the wyze cam outdoor with a solar panel, so it's pretty much comparable. The wyze cam outdoor is also a very good camera. It has also very nice options. It has even this time-lapse option, and it has even the 2 weeks free rolling cloud, but it needs a little bit of trick to get it back, because they wanted to prevent this from everybody to have it free, but you can still get it. But the big disadvantage with the wyze cam outdoor is that it requires a base station, and sometimes the connection quality and speed and everything is very limited, can be tricky to have good reception. So all in all, this is definitely still my favorite. There is no doubt about that this is my favorite security camera in the year 2022. It's even pretty cheap. Doesn't have PTC, but who needs really PTC? If you have it in the corner, you have it in the corner, you can watch everything anyway. So I can definitely highly recommend this. This is not like a special sponsored video or so. Of course I got the camera for free, but I didn't have to do this video. This is just my free motivation to let you know what I think is the best surveillance camera in the year 2022. And so I'll put down the link to this listing down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write in the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.